The biggest threat to Sanatana Dharma today is not the people of other faiths. It is the foolish, secular Hindus and the fake pseudo-Hindus. Yes, foolish, confused, self-hating Hindus. The ones who mock their own gods, who call our rituals backwards. The ones who say our traditions are oppressive and irrelevant. The ones who call our worship superstitious. The ones who blindly copy the Western trends and say it is progressive. They want the name, they want the festivals, they want the cultural identity, but they reject the foundations. They advocate beef and meat eating, and then they claim to represent and cry about protecting Sanatana. These are the people who weaken Sanatana from inside. You cannot hollow out a tree from inside and then blame the storm when it falls, can you? Right? Now about the demolition of temples in Malaysia. A temple cannot be demolished unless the deity allows it to happen. Otherwise, no authority, no machinery, no power can bring the temple down. If it was indeed demolished, you have to ask the question, has the deity already left the temple? How many of these temples actually followed Agama Shastra? How many were conducting proper puja vidhi? How many of these temples were clean, properly maintained and well funded? How many were spiritually alive and not just emotionally symbolic? Because deities do not stay where there is no bhakti, where there is no worship, no discipline, no spiritual seriousness. You ignore the temple and deity for years and decades, and suddenly when it falls, you become warriors of dharma. Where was that fire before that? And illegal means illegal. If land is not legally owned, accept the reality. You cannot build something on encroached land and then shout about righteousness. And you didn't make the attempt to make it legal or move the temple even after 50 years. We can't ignore the law. Be mature about it. Accept the reality. Here in Malaysia, it is far better to have fewer temples that are strong, well maintained, properly funded and aligned with Shastra than to have more of neglected temples in sorry states and crumbling in dust. And on the other side of the coin, for every temple being demolished, there are legal temples on proper lands right now, half constructed, under renovation, waiting for funds, waiting for commitment. Where are you for them? Why are you not organizing support? Why are you not contributing financially in a concerted effort? Why is your activism limited to typing on social media? Noise is not strength. Outrage is not devotion. If you truly care about Sanatana, learn the Shastras, practice a Sanatana lifestyle, wake up and do your sadhana, do your japa, raise children with dharma, develop your bhakti and live it daily. No one can demolish the temple you built within yourself. We Sanatanis worship even the Surya Dev, Chandra Dev, the Bhumi Devi. Can anyone demolish them? Sanatana Dharma is cosmic, eternal. It is not fragile. It does not depend on one structure. When there is flood, don't scream at the rain. Build a bloody dam. When darkness falls, don't scream at the shadow. Become the freaking light. You got to build your inner foundation. Rebuild your discipline. Restore your knowledge. Deepen your bhakti. Stop behaving like victims. Stop being keyboard warriors. If you are worried about threats, become a living temple. Install the deity in your heart. If you are a living temple, no demolition, legal or illegal, can threaten Sanatana Dharma. No one can kill you. But do you have what it takes? If you don't, then just shut up and just let things be.